Hi, I'm Carol Allen with Love is in the Stars at loveisinthestars.com. And I want to talk to you today about something I am constantly talking about with clients. And this one idea can take away so much confusion and questioning if you're in a situation with a man that you don't understand, or if he's behaving in a baffling way that makes no sense to you, or if you're wondering what his behavior means, or you're trying to figure out what he wants, or you're trying to figure out what's going on. That zone between who's that and we're a full couple, that area, that territory, that land between, oh my gosh, who's that, and wow, we're now a full couple, is agony for women. It is absolute terror, right? It's the worst time in a relationship for a woman. We get really scared as we're getting to know a guy. If we really like him, we get really scared, like, is this gonna work or not? Is he gonna disappoint me in some way? Is he gonna reject me in some way? Is he gonna go away like so many have for most people, right? Or is this actually gonna go somewhere? So this is when people always call me, right? This is when they turn to me, is in the zone of, I can't figure out what's happening, and I don't know where I stand, and I don't know what's coming, and will the stars answer the question? Will the stars tell me? And a lot of the time, of course, the stars will tell you. I mean, your compatibility will explain all kinds of reasons. Maybe it's up and down, or it's hot and cold, or you're both super sensitive, or you're both more likely to fight, or you're both more likely to be in analysis paralysis together where you overthink things to death. There are some men you're going to be much more those ways with than others, right? There are some men you're like really calm and comfortable and it's easy and it flows. And then there are some men where it sometimes seems like that, but then you get like super anxious, or you get like super insecure, or you get like needy, or you get like pissed easily. All of that is astrological. But before you need to call somebody like me, or you need to run your chart, or you need to run any of my reports, which, oh, by the way, I have amazing reports that can tell you these things. You just need to ask yourself one thing. And that one thing is, dun, 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 ready? That one thing is, what's happening? What's happening? Because literally, not to oversimplify this, but it really is simple, what's happening is your answer. I'll say that again. What's happening is your answer. You may want to get that tattooed on your forearm and look at that like 500 times a day. You may want to get that put into like needlepoint. Get grandma to make you a blanket. What's happening is your answer. So if you're wondering what's going on with a guy, ask yourself, what's happening? What's he doing? What's he not doing? Do I feel safe? Do I feel comfortable? Do I feel calm? Do I feel peaceful? Am I getting my needs met? Do I like him? Does he seem to like me? Do we seem like we want the same things, right? What's happening is your answer. And because what I find in 30 freaking years of doing this work, I am not kidding. This is my 30th anniversary. What? And yes, I'm buying myself a present. Because the thing you want from other people, you better do for yourself, right? So if you want somebody else to give you anniversary gifts, you better give yourself them. What I find again and again and again is women will call me and they'll be really in confusion, and they'll be really in doubt and insecurity and wondering, and they'll tell me all these stories, and I'm like, honey, it's really obvious what's happening. And it's very easy for someone like me to tell them exactly what's going to happen next, or if it's going to work or not. And I can do it without the charts, right? And I have a lot of amazing colleagues who do this all day long without charts. And it's not that they're psychic, and it's not that I'm psychic. It's that what's happening is your answer. So if a guy is always hot and cold, guess what? He's going to keep being hot and cold. If a guy is treating you casually, it's casual, right? If a guy makes you feel insecure, He's going to keep making you feel insecure, right? And that's your answer. And you don't need to actually call anybody. I'm going to make all my colleagues mad. I'm going to ruin my own business here. But guess what? I would love to be out of business. I would love for nobody to need us, right? I would love for the women of the world to just be at peace and to just trust themselves and to just trust what's happening. Because that's really all you got to do. You just got to go, what do I know? What is he exhibiting? What is he doing? And what's happening? And is this what I want? Is this what I want? Is this enough? Now that sounds simple. It is simple, but it's not easy. Because often, of course, you'll like some of what's happening, but you won't like all of what's happening. Or you'll like some of a man's behavior, but you won't like all of a man's behavior. Or you'll like it when it's hot, but you'll hate it when it's cold, right? And it's like, how do you give up the good stuff and hold out for somebody with more good stuff when that good stuff is hard enough to come by as it is, right? Well, this is when you have to have faith and you have to trust and you have to believe in your dreams and you have to believe that your dreams are in fact coming and that you are worthy of them and you are worthy of love and that love is not something to actually bleed and sweat and knock ourselves out for. It's something that is either happening or it's not. And great relationships happen or they don't. And if there's, listen, in any relationship, there's stuff you're going to like and stuff you're not going to like. And with any person, whether it's a friend, a family member, a lover, a husband, they're going to disappoint you. Probably pretty regularly. It's just the truth, right? We all have different filters and different stories and different wounds and different ideas of what's appropriate and different needs. And so it's impossible to not be disappointed by other people. If you figure out how to not be disappointed by other people, would you please let me know, right? Just write to me at carol@loveisinthestars.com. I would really love to crack that code and share it far and wide. But the truth is, healthy relationships involve accepting the fact that people are going to disappoint you and accepting the fact that there is no love without pain for anybody. But it's just about getting really clear what's too much pain, right? And what are things that are actually unacceptable? And what are standards that are too low? Get clear on those things and then lean back and watch what happens. Because what's happening is your answer. And if you don't like what's happening and it's not working for you and it's not fulfilling your needs, say no to it and reach for something else. Even if that something else is just yourself, right? Or the cat, right? Which, by the way, I'm all for reaching for the cat. But yeah, so that's my rant for the day. It's just very, very simple. Dating doesn't have to be confusing. Relationships don't have to be confusing. Quit overthinking it. Quit overanalyzing it. Quit making excuses for people. And just ask yourself what's happening. And if it's not what you want, it's time to keep going. Okay? Whoop, whoop. I'm going to keep it short and sweet today for once. If you would like more, please subscribe. And if you would like reports that will actually really help clarify for you what's happening, I've got amazing ones. They're all at loveisinthestars.com. And they can actually help you really see a lot more quickly what's actually happening because people can present really well for a while, right? And things can seem like they're going somewhere and then short circuit later, and that can get you really hurt. These reports will also help you understand the strengths and weaknesses of things so you'll take things less personally and so that you can make the best of the good. So again, that's all at loveisinthestars.com, and I'll talk to you again soon. Take care.